Just getting the old 1928 BSA S28 out for a little bit of maintenance. I've got a last run of the year coming up shortly, the weekend, so just going to do a few tweaks to it to make sure it's all running okay. First job is to drain the oil out. It's a total loss oil system, so we don't get much in there, just an egg cup full or so. I normally do this at the end of each run, but I forgot. As you can see, there's not much in there. It's a total loss system. As I said, it's fed from an oil tank, which is shared in the petrol tank. The front section here is oil. That's fed to a hand pump on the top here. You can give a few strokes of that when going gets tough. Otherwise it's delivered to the engine by this drip feed system here. One drip every sort of 20 seconds or so is plenty. It's all it needs. Regulated here, and so it's doesn't leave much in the actual sump itself, as you can see. The next job is to grease up the girder forks. A few strokes there until we see it squeezing out of the end, the old grease. Both ends are coming out. Move on to the top links. Nice messy job. The suspension on the bike is very good actually, although the rear is not sprung. The rest of it is pretty good, and it's quite a comfortable ride with a very well. Next job is to grease up the hubs. I've just done the front one. This is the rear one. Check the chain tension at the same time. That's okay. There's virtually no slack in the rear chain. Half a dozen strokes of the grease gun for the rear hubs should be enough. Now a quick check on the magneto. A couple of drops of oil on either side or both sides, just for the magneto spindle shaft. Check of the contact breaker. Make sure it's all okay in there. Don't often need to clean or reset the points. I will check the timing a bit later. Quick check of the magneto. Oil the shafts both sides. Just a drop or two in there. That's all it needs. I don't think this is the original magneto for the bike, but seems to work pretty well. Contact breakers there. I sometimes give them a spray with a bit of IPA solvent just to get rid of any grease in there. That soon evaporates, dries up. The points hardly ever need attention, I've discovered. Quick check of the advance and retard mechanism, make sure that's working okay. Yeah. That's a lever on the handlebars for that. The other thing I've noticed with the bike is that the magneto drive chain sometimes slackens off after a few runs, so I just need to have a look at that. Yeah, it's a bit slack. It really ought to be a bit tighter than that, so that means moving the mag forward a little. I'll just get the spanners for that. Just need to slacken a couple of bolts either side of the mag, and then normally put a big screwdriver in and lever it forward a bit better. Tighten the other side up and we'll be done. Okay, that's it for the moment. One thing we mustn't forget, as we've drained the oil in the sump, in the crankcase, is to give 4 or 5 strokes on the oil pump to get some oil back into the crankcase. That should do us. Okay, advance and retard lever, set that fully retarded, choke, and throttle levers, throttle lever back. Don't need much choke this time of the year, I'll give that a bit of half choke. Okay, oil, turn on the oil feed to the drip feed pump. Petrol on, quick tickle of the carb, don't give it too much, and see if it'll go.